Morning, day 21. 3 weeks on trail. Unbelievable. Leaving the shelter. We're climbing up that bad boy right there. And I think that rock, you can't really see it on camera, but there's a bunch of rocks over there. That's where we're headed. And it's supposed to rain. I'm not sure when, but slept in shelter. Didn't sleep very well, but oh well. Today we're doing 17, so I packed. Hopefully that will go well. Hopefully we'll be able to reclaim our gear at the appropriate place and time. But morning.
Morning.
Morning. Bridge is under construction. It's almost not wide enough for my pack, but we're making it. We're carrying, like, right now 5.5 liters of water, 4.5 liters of water, because this is the old zinc mine. There's no water up there that's not contaminated, so I have a lot of water, and I'm very wobbly because it's all on top. But as soon as I meet up with the shuttle driver, I'll just be basically carrying some snacks, some water, raincoat. Not a lot, you know. I'm gonna leave behind my tent, my sleeping bag, my food bag, so for the snacks. So anyway, here's a nice river view. Somebody's down there fly fishing, waders. Hope I don't drop the phone. It'd be tragic. But can you see him? He's down there fly fishing and waders. Saturday morning, we're going to have a lot of people hiking this hike because it's kind of a special hike up that mountain. A lot of people like to do it, especially on the weekend. Alright, I'll get back to you when I'm up on the mountain. I can show you some views. Okay, it's a little foggy in the cloud, but we came from over there, across the bridge, heading up, and just about to start the rock scrambling. So I will hopefully be able to show you more views if it doesn't get too overcast. Okay, look at that blue sky up there. And that's where we came from. And there's Neon. And there's Mosey. He's in the lead. And I'm your videographer for the day. Alright. Okay, we're almost to the top, I believe. Come a long way. The sky is really, I think the cloud formations are very pretty. And the blue sky against the green. Very nice. Okay, I'm walking through this super fun area. The old zinc mines, and I guess they did controlled burn or something up here. So things charred, smells like fireplace, and there's a lot of bleeding hearts, which is kind of funny. It's like the contrast of the pink bleeding hearts with the charcoal background. Of course, now that I say that, I don't see any, but I've been walking through a lot of bleeding hearts. Okay. So now we just have 10 or so miles to pick up our stuff, and then 3 more miles to camp, I guess. But we'll see how the day pans out. Glad I'm up here in the cloud. It's very exposed. It would be very sunny and hot. There's a blinking heart. There it is. Okay. Good morning. Day 22. Today is Sunday. It's 3 weeks since I left Harper's Ferry, getting close to 300 miles. This is a view from this electric wire path, but it's a beautiful day. I have to apologize that I did not finish off my videos yesterday. It was just a grueling day. Even people from Georgia who came into camp last night were like, oh my gosh, that was a hell of a day. We just had a lot of rocks, and the climb out of Lehigh Valley, and it was hot. It hasn't been really hot since we've been hiking, since we've had so much rain. But when the sun came out and everything, it was either a river if it was flat, or it was just like a rainforest. It was so hot, which slows down. It's a kind of an area, because of the zinc mine, there's no water. There's water caches, which is so nice of people to bring out gallons of water for the hikers. Just local people supporting the hiking community. Just so thoughtful, so nice. But yeah, you really can't bank on that. It's so nice to get it, but you can't say, oh, well, there'll be water caches, because sometimes there's not. So you have to carry a lot of water, which is one of the reasons we slack packed yesterday. And then we had to get our gear and put the packs on, full packs, which sounds ridiculous, but I felt like after slack packing, I was carrying 2 bags. I dumped my water because I couldn't carry it. It's so heavy. But anyway, got into camp, everybody got set up, we were eating, it started raining, all this wind, everybody got in their tent, and I think I was asleep by 7:30. I was so tired. And so today's hike is 13, almost 14, like 13.8, I think, to Kirkbridge shelter, the last shelter in PA. And I think we have one big rock scramble today. I don't know. I just kind of take it as it comes. There's nothing I can do about it either way. Might as well just go into it blind and take it as it comes. But I seem to remember that from my last hike here. And then tomorrow it's like a short 6 into Delaware Water Gap, where we're staying at the Pocono Motel, and resupply, shower, laundry, same old. And then we haven't decided if we're going to zero. We feel kind of beat up by PA, so we might take a zero. We might not. It depends on how we feel when we get there. But that's the plan, Stan. Okay, talk to you soon. Okay, I am on a gas line, less obtrusive than a power line. But here is the views. today. Light breeze, cool. Been rocky, just the little rocks, but they're almost, I don't know, they're annoying. They're all annoying, all the rocks. The little rocks will trip you just as much as the big rocks, or more, because sometimes you don't see them. Especially if you're in dappled light, like, you don't see those little rocks. Every other one sticking out and trying to make you go down. The other thing I haven't mentioned was there's so much poison ivy on the trail this year. Like right there. I don't know all my poison, like I don't know what sumac and poison oak look like. I know poison ivy a little bit, but sometimes it looks different. So I just leave the 3, leave them be. I try not to let anything green touch my bare legs, if I can help it. Sometimes you fall into it, as I've been known to do. Not into poison ivy, but into green things that I don't know what they are. And I'm going really slowly today. I think we're all exhausted from yesterday. I slept so well, but I just feel drunk with sleep and just tired. So I am just picking my way through these rocks. I'm not really concerned about the time today. I'll get in when I get in. And then tomorrow's a short day, and then possibly a 0. So there's a lot to look forward to. There's an outfitter in Delaware. I like Delaware water gas. There's an outfitter there. There's a bakery that does like chicken pot pie and apple pie, all kinds of pies, and all kinds of baked goods. And I've been craving just really good bread with butter, like with fresh butter. Sounds so good. I haven't been eating real well on trail. Everything makes me nauseous. And of course on trail it's hard to eat nutritiously. I do have like dried, dehydrated mangoes, dehydrated pineapple. John has made me pineapple and beef jerky, which is really nice because you can get pack a lot of protein in quickly and calories with the beef jerky. And whoa, almost fell. There I am. Okay, just like last night I made freeze-dried drunken noodles, added boiling water. It had a lot of cilantro. It was probably pretty good. I just didn't want to eat it. I had to choke down probably 3/4 of it. The last quarter I just couldn't eat. And I have to carry it around now until I get into town. But yeah, I need to carry more snacks and snack during the day, like nuts, that kind of stuff. Because when I sit down after I've been hiking all day, I just don't have much of an appetite. And then there's town food, which is wonderful. Get to have pizza, all kinds of good food. And because we're hiking, luckily, burning over 4,000 calories a day at least, we can eat whatever we want. It's the only time in life, other than when you're a child. So, okay, I'm just gonna hike, and I will show you more views if we have them. Dealing with these yellow beady rocks here Come trip. Summon me. Come trip. Trip on me. Okay. Talk to you later. Okay, I am up on Hans Lookout. It's like a rock. I was just going to sit here for a minute, take a little break. But right down here is a little black snake. He's just kind of sleeping. I like black snakes. They were saying yesterday that there are snakes all over the trail because we did so many rocks. I didn't see any, but I have aluminum poles, so they are very noisy, and I think the snakes know I'm coming quite a margin, so they're out of my way by the time I get there. So thank goodness for that. Bears too. They all hear me coming. Okay, I don't know what little town that is down there, but it's a nice, cool morning, breezy. Well, I'm headed towards Wind Gap. I guess it's called Wind Gap for a reason. My little snake. Black snake. Alright, bye-bye. What's this pretty forest that we're going through all of a sudden? It just changed. I don't know why. Maybe we're up at a certain elevation, but you can hear the eastern towhee in the background. Time for a tea. Time for a tea. Okay, we're almost halfway there. Done almost 7 miles. Had a big climb out of Wind Gap. Not big, it was okay. Just a climb. We're so much on the ridge here in Pennsylvania. Not a lot of climbing, but a lot of rocks, not a lot of climbing. It's always something. Pick your poison. Okay, talk to you later. This is Wolf Rock Scramble. I think it's the last large scramble for us on the AT in Pennsylvania. Because tomorrow we'll still be in Pennsylvania, but we're very close to the border. Here's Neon.
Hi, Mom.
And up there is Mosey. And I'm going to put my phone away. Okay, we finished that rock scramble. It's a little longer than we would have liked at the end of the day. We have 2 more miles to the shelter, and right now we're laughing because we have a beautiful trail, and we're like, Pennsylvania is trying to make us forget of all the torture they put us through with the rocks. It's trying to go out with this beautiful trail, so we'll remember it kindly. Okay, I'll check in later. Okay, here's the shelter. It's Kittering shelter.
Hi, Mom.
Everybody's here, and
we didn't make a video for your wife's birthday.
I called her this morning and sang to her from the trail.
but here's where all my stuff is. The picnic table.
In the beginning, somebody said it.
That's Governor and Smalls and Lizzie and Neon and me. And I was getting ready to make dinner, and then call it a night, because we are headed into Delaware Water Gap, which will end our first map on Far Out, and it will be the New Jersey border. Very exciting.